Pokemon, a series that's been going on for 27 years now, and despite the many clear issues with the franchise, I've never seen a battle system as robust as what you can find in the Pokemon games. Now, many of you may be aghast at me saying that. Kilroy, Pokemon is so easy, how could you possibly be praising its combat system, especially compared to a lot of other RPGs? While the Pokemon games have always been balanced to be very easy to complete, they are, generally speaking, children's games, of course, but over the 27 years of their game's existence, their combat mechanics have done nothing but grow. If you wanted to look back at Generation 1 of Pokemon and say that the mechanics and complexity and interest in the combat of that game is maybe a 3 out of 10 in terms of all of that, then you have to consider that when you compound the buffs, the additions, and the changes of almost 3 decades of Pokemon games, it's done nothing but grow and improve to a point where I would say modern Pokemon, with all of its additions and combat, is like a 9 out of 10 in my mind. And of course, you are free to disagree, but the breadth of abilities, items, moves, unique mechanics, and more have led Pokemon to be one of the most consistently fascinating games to play on a competitive level nowadays. I mean, you figure there has to be a reason that the Pokemon competitive scene is still going strong at all these years later, right? Now, why did I bring this up? Well, that's because the concept of this video is about special attack. And as I just explained how Pokemon has made the mechanics more interesting and added a lot to them over the years, all of their additions have done basically nothing to increase your base special attack. I mean, come on, Game Freak. You'd think one of the things they add in one game would be like a collectible that could raise special attack by a flat rate, but no, the closest we've ever had to that is IVs, EVs, Natures, and the same stat boosts we've had since like 1998. There are currently 310 abilities that exist in Pokemon. You know how many of those abilities boost special attack directly without going into the stat boost system? 5. 3, if you don't count photosynthesis or quark drive, since those two apply to every stat. So, generally speaking, there are 3 abilities that modify your special attack stat without dipping into the stat boost system. My point is, this video sadly won't be a culmination of 50 obscure mechanics leading to a final special attack stat in the millions. You'll have to go to another channel for that.
Most damage possible to deal in Gen 9 would be 7,833,026,160 damage.
I briefly explained it before, but this video is not looking for the highest damage dealt with a special move. This video is about finding the highest special attack stat achievable. That means special defense lowering does not matter, raising the power of your special move does not matter, and anything that doesn't boost your Pokemon's special attack stat will not be covered. To that end, what does boost special attack stat? The base stat value, 252 special attack EVs, 31 special attack IVs, a boosting special attack nature such as Modest, whatever held item boosts the special attack stat the most, plus 6 special attack stat boosts, and whatever abilities boost the special attack stat the most. With those factors combined, we can achieve the highest special attack stat possible in Pokemon. But it all starts with this value right here. What Pokemon has the highest base special attack stat? Unfortunately for us, in the history of Pokemon, the strongest special powerhouse is Mega Mewtwo Y, Pokemon with 194 base special attack, whose mechanic was thrown into the Abyss starting with Gen 8. An Abyss that may not exist for that much longer with Pokemon Legends ZA, but we don't know if Mewtwo will come out of that either. That's okay though. Given that Mega Mewtwo Y has to hold a Mega Evolution Stone to even get that massive base stat, that means it loses out on item-based boosts that others would get, and because of that, even with the highest base special attack stat, Mega Mewtwo Y was never going to get the highest value achievable. Speaking of item-based boosts, you all want to know what Pokemon has a higher base special attack than Mewtwo Y while it's holding a signature item? Maybe you think Arceus, Genesect, some mythical Pokemon. Nope, it is Clamperl. Clamperl's base special attack stat is 74, which is 271 at level 100 with max EVs, IVs, and a boosting nature. And 271 looks like nothing next to Mewtwo Y's 535 special attack at level 100. But did you know that Clamperl's unique held item, the Deep Sea Tooth, doubles its special attack stat? Yes, this baby clam at level 100 holding a Deep Sea Tooth has 542 special attack, more than a Mega Mewtwo Y can reach without stat boosts. Who's the Mega now, you coward? Game Freak, Mega Clamperl in Legend ZA. That's what the people want. Back on the topic though, even Clamperl isn't our contender for top special attacker. That honor goes to Deoxys Attack Form, which has a base special attack stat of 180 without needing to hold any items to get there. That means its level 100 ideal special attack stat is 540. Very nice. Now, what item gives the highest boost to that number? Sadly, it's predictable. No deep dive mechanic for items at least. Choice Specs gives a 1.5 times boost to a Pokemon special attack stat while locking them into one move. Great competitive item. Anyone who's played competitive Pokemon knows about all the choice items, and it is just the best for our purposes. Nothing comes close to the 1.5 times boost that item gives you, without delving into stat buffs, which aren't very useful for our purposes. Which leaves us to only one missing unknown boost, the ability. As I stated before, Pokemon has been extremely neglectful in doling out abilities related to special attack in the past. I counted it for this video, and there are 33 attack and defense related abilities, and only 18 special attack and special defense related abilities. Now that's already a big discrepancy, but that's without including the contact abilities. There are 19 abilities specifically based on contact damage. That means there are more abilities in this game based on a subtype of physical attacks than there are based on the entirety of special attack. Anyone who plays competitive would know, especially with the prevalence of things like Intimidate, but special attack lovers are sickened with the discrimination Game Freak presents against them over the years. I can only hope this issue will be rectified in the near future. Oh well. We must make do as things are now. Photosynthesis and Quark Drive only provide a 1.3 times boost to special attack while in the sun and electric terrain respectively. That's good, but that is not the best we can get with abilities. Hadron Engine does the same as Quark Drive, so that can also be ignored. So that leaves two abilities equally as suited to get the maxed mind-based attack number: Flare Boost and Solar Power. Both abilities boost your special attack by 1.5 times. Flare Boost activates while you are burned. Solar Power activates while you are in the sun. You could go with either if you wanted to replicate the max special attack value achievable, but for this video, I just went with Solar Power to reflect my sunny personality. And we have reached the end of all of the contributing factors you need to get your Pokemon to the highest special attack stat possible. Now let me show you how to set up all of these mechanics together and the payoff leading to the answer of this video. So, to reach our max special attack set, we need Sunflora, Deoxys, and Smeargle. Plusle is just there as our cheerleader. And for the first turn, we will be having Deoxys Nasty Plot, Smeargle skill swapping Solar Power away, and +1 Sunflora don't really have any moves to do. Deoxys and Smeargle are the only two acting members necessary to get our max stat. Deoxys is here with the choice specs. Turn 2, Deoxys will be Nasty Plotting again. Smeargle is going to give Deoxys Solar Power, taken from the Sunflora. On the final turn of our setup, Deoxys will Nasty Plot one more time. Smeargle will set up Sunny Day to give us our Solar Power boost, and that will lead us to our final value of 4,536 special attack on Deoxys attack, the highest number achievable in this game. And it's a big number for sure. Oh yeah, and before I go into the practical use for that number, you may be interested in the other members of my team. Clamperl's just there to show off the deep sea tooth nonsense. Crazy number to get on a clamshell. Charjabug has a unique ability called Battery, which I was hoping would boost this special attack stat more. It states that it boosts your partner's special attack, but I believe the way that the move actually functions in-game is that it either boosts your move power or it lowers your opponent's special defense when you use a special move against them. Either way, it doesn't actually boost this number, so sadly, it does not work for us. But what does 4,536 special attack look like when used in an actual battle? Well, if you've got a Deoxys attack with 4,536 special attack, then put it up against a Max Blissey with the Calm Nature and 252 in both HP and SpDef at level 100, and holding an Assault Vest, it will still die to a Psycho Boost from our strongest special attacker. It's very close to surviving, but it just can't live. And that's with a Blissey running an Assault Vest, a heinous set that I don't think the world has ever seen or is ready for. So, in this battle of special attackers versus special defenders, it looks like special attackers come out on top. Congratulations, Deoxys attack. Thank you all for watching.